Hello everybody and welcome to the fourth and final 2021 Performance on Point Student Showcases. If you've missed any of the previous three showcases, all you need to do is go onto our social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, and you'll see the link that will take you directly to the YouTube and it will be replaying that live stream. We had a 2 and 7 p.m. show last Sunday. We had a 2 p.m. show earlier today, and all have just been awesome and wonderfully successful. You don't want to miss these performances. All right, well, my name is Tanya Hagenberg, and I am the Director of Performance on Point. If you're not familiar with Performance on Point, we are a one-on-one coaching program in singing, acting, and performance based here in St. Catharines, Ontario. And when I use the word we, that's me as the director and the coach, but I also have a co-director, my dog Hutch, and he's always very involved in the lessons, sitting at the piano bench with me, and he actually just acquired a new assistant quite recently, a very, very keen assistant, very involved, always running around, Bailey. So you might catch a glimpse of Bailey over the dialogue sections of the showcase, because he's, like I said, very, very keen. I think he's on a break right now, but I think he'll probably be up and running around soon enough. All right, so that's who we are. We started in January of 2018, and ever since then, all of our student showcases have been a fundraiser for the Canadian Mental Health Association Niagara branch, and this year is no different. Usually what we do is we donate 100% of our seat sales and 100% of our raffle sales directly to the association. This year is a little, again, different in that way, that we aren't charging for the live stream, right? We don't have a charge for that, but what we do have is a donation link, and I urge you to donate to this ever important association in our community. What we've got is a microsite that CMHA Niagara has built for us, so it's going to tally up what we're raising from this event. I know last Sunday we raised $525, and again, we want to just continue to raise the bar on that. All you need to do is click the link. We've got it in our Instagram bio, we've got it all over our Facebook page, we've got it in the chat of this live stream, we've got it in the description of this live stream. Please just click on that link. I urge you, consider donating to Canadian Mental Health Association. That's the first way that you can help us raise some money with this event. The second way is we actually have face masks that we are selling. I'm going to place the picture right there. I thought I was going to be modeling them, but I'm not going to actually get them until mid this week. But they are a 3-layer cotton mask with a noseband, a little pocket for a filter, and they also have the Performance on Point logo on the side. And they are just absolutely soft and wonderful. I got to see the sample, gorgeous. So yes, I urge you to consider purchasing one of those. Those are $15, and again, all proceeds will be going to the Canadian Mental Health Association. As I've said in the previous showcases, I don't need to talk about the pandemic or the last year. We all hear way too much about that anyhow, but I do want to say we all need a face mask, so why not purchase one for yourself or for every member of the household? Why not? Anyways, so those are the two ways that you can help us raise money for Canadian Mental Health Association Niagara. All right, so let's get into the show. I'm super excited. We are bringing onto the screen a wonderful young woman that I've been working with for quite some time. I've shared the stage with her in face-to-face roles, standing our ground, and we have a wonderful time every lesson, really exploring the voice, exploring different music. And this song I brought to her just a few weeks ago, and I said, I really think this is a great song for you. And she dove right into it, and I'm super excited for her to share it. This is Fly Into the Future with Victoria Tudor.
There she goes again, look at chatty Kathy, keeping track of life with her paper and pen. Then there's poor Joanne, desperate to marry, bringing up her wedding again and again. This would be my world, this is what I'm in for, years of planning parties and being a wife. Singing the song, lime green. I don't want to be mean, but this isn't my scene, and I feel like I need something bigger from life. Growing up was stifling, 'cause I was never free. School is getting stale, and I'm sick of this sorority. Think I need some distance, place to disappear. So it's adios and away I go, and I'm kinda scared, but the moment's here to fly into the future. Gonna roll, gonna ride, so that no one can find me. I'm flying into the future, moving on with my life and leaving all this behind me. Free from textbooks, free from Texas, free from folks who give me flack. I'm gonna fly into the future, time to fly, and I'll never look back. I could grab my pencil and make some little plan. I could be a housewife and settle down to serve a man. I could take a job with my bachelor's degree, but I think I'll go to the Coliseum and take some bachelors home with me and fly into the future, where there's no one to boss me or judge how I'm living. There's only me, my future, plus a couple of Italian boys who like what I'm giving. No commitment, no connection, no conditions that can last. Not when I fly into the future. Time to fly, and I'll never look back. Mama is a coward, Mama is a drunk. Mama sleeps with Howard when she gets in a funk. Howard's kinda creepy, Howard's kinda crude. Howard's really fat and walks around in the nude. Dad ran off with Julie, Mama hates his guts. He's okay, but truly my whole family is nuts. Mama doesn't like me, I don't even try, which is why I just gotta say goodbye and fly into the future. I'll be up in the sky soon as Braniff can take me, and fly me into the future, where the freedom I find is gonna make me or break me. No restrictions, no relations, no ridiculous demands. Watch Mary fly into the future. Watch her fly. See her fly. And we'll see where she lands. And we'll see where she lands. And we'll see where she lands.
Awesome job, Victoria. Our next performer, we've known each other for quite some time, but only started working together just a few months back. And it's been so much fun to work together. I love diving into the music that he chooses. And this is actually one of the favorite pieces that I've seen him do. So I said, I really want you to do this for the showcase. This is Role of a Lifetime with Ethan Bach.
Everything's an act when you're pleasing everyone, and he assumes that role to such renown. He plays a perfect part, straight from his heart, knowing the risk he takes and hoping that the house is not run down. The role of a lifetime is living a fantasy, a drama that you struggle to erase. Thoughts battle words over deeds, a war with such casualties. All played out behind a smiling face. But I need your guidance. Tell me what it means to live a life where nothing's as it seems. Spending days in silent fear, and spending nights in lonely prayer, hoping that one day when you wake, those feelings won't be there. So confused because I feel complete with him. When we're alone, it all somehow makes sense. Look into his eyes for some compromise. Remember what he wants. But Jason, what role do I play? Am I a savior or a phase? Am I here to damn you or to help you navigate this maze where confusion is a crime? So you fill your life with sound, and if you dance like hell, you hope you'll never touch the ground. What happens when the music stops? In the silence will he stay? One day you'll realize that these feelings aren't going away. So we drive ourselves insane, spinning circles in our souls as we dance around and play pretend. And once again, reprise our roles.
Beautiful job, Ethan. Isn't that a gorgeous tune? Oh, it's from a musical called Bear, which again, I had never heard of this musical, but Ethan shared a few tunes from it, and it's just a really stunning and moving piece. All right, we are moving on to our next performer. So this next performer, we had worked this song and for a project that she had, and she just rocks it. It is very, very forward. It's from the musical, which I've talked about earlier, because Brooklyn did a song from it, from the musical Six. And what I'm going to do, actually, thank goodness for Wikipedia, because it'll fix my words so that I don't digress trying to explain what this show is about. Again, it's been a huge hit in the West End. I believe it was just opening up on Broadway before our COVID lockdowns. And when it does go flying on Broadway, you're definitely going to hear a lot about it. But I'm just going to use my Wikipedia here so it keeps me on track. The musical is a modern retelling of the lives of the 6 wives of Henry VIII, presented as a pop concert. It's super urban pop, like as urban pop as they come, this is it. As the wives take turns singing and telling their story to see who suffered the most due to Henry and should therefore become the group's lead singer. So it's definitely very contemporary, super poppy. The women all share incredible stories, following, of course, the stories of the 6 wives of King Henry VIII. And this next song, she's, I believe, the youngest out of the group, and she's got some sass, that's for sure, as do really all of the wives, from what I know in the music. And again, like I said, it's very urban, it's very pop, it's very contemporary, and she's gonna be sharing this one, and it's got some sass, and y'all know I love a good sassy number. And I said, yeah, Katie, you have to do this for the showcase. So this is Katie with All You Wanna Do from Six the Musical with Katie Miles.
I'm the 10 amongst these threes. And ever since I was a child, would make the boys go wild. Take my first music teacher, Henry Mannix. I was young, it's true, but even then I knew the only thing you want to do is broad, dark, sexy Mannix taught me all about dynamics. He was 23 and I was 13 going on 30. We spent hours strumming the lute, striking the chords and blowing the flute. He plucked my strings all the way to G, went from major to minor, C to D. Tell me what you need, what you want, you don't need to plead, 'cause I feel the chemistry, like I get you and you get me, and this is it. He just cares so much, it feels legit. We have a connection. I think this guy is different, 'cause all guy, Francis. At the time I was living at my step-grandma's house and he was working for her. Working so hard. So he asked me to be his little piece of assistant. Serious, stern and slow. Gets what he wants and he won't take no. Passion in all that he touches. The sexy secretary to the dowager duchess. Helped him in his office, had a duty to fulfill. He even let me use his favorite quill. Spilled ink all over the parchment. My wrist was so tired. So I came back the next day as he required. You say I'm all you need, all you want. You don't need to plead. That I feel the chemistry, like I get you and you get me. And I know this is it. He just cares so much. This one's legit. We have a real connection. I'm sure this time is different. 'Cause all you wanna do, baby, is touch me, love me, can't get enough sleep. All you wanna do, baby, is please me, squeeze me, birds and the bees. Can't wait a second more to get my corset on the floor. Playtime's over. Yeah, so that didn't work out. Turns out some guys just employ women to get them into their private chambers. It was a different time back then. Anyways, I decided to have a break from boys and just focus on my career. And my dad got me this amazing workplace in court. You'll never guess who I met. Tall, large, McKendree VIII, Supreme Head of the Church of England. Globally revered, although you wouldn't know it from the look of that beard. Made me a lady in waiting, hurled me and my family up in the world. Gave me duties in court, and he swears it's true that without me he doesn't know what he'd do. You say I'm all you need, all you want. We both agree. This is the place for me, and find me where I'm meant to be. He starts saying all this stuff. He cares so much, he calls me love. He says we have a connection. I guess it's not so different. 'Cause all you wanna do, baby, is touch me, love me, can't get enough. See, all you wanna do, baby, is please me, squeeze me, birds and the bees. See, there's no time for when or how, 'cause you just got to have me now. Playtime's over. So we got married. Woo! With Henry, it isn't easy. His temper's short and his mate's just sleazy. Except for this one courtier. He's a really nice guy, just so sincere. The role you'll like isn't what I planned, but Thomas is there to lend a helping hand. So sweet, make sure that I'm okay, and we hang out loads when the king's away. This guy finally is what I want, the friend I need. Just mates, no chemistry. I get him and he gets me, and there's nothing more to it. He just cares so much, he's devoted. He says we haven't. Thought this time was different. Why did I think he'd be different? But it's never, ever different. No, 'cause all you wanna do, baby, is touch me. When will enough be enough? See, all you wanna do, baby, is seize me. Don't care if you don't please me. Bite my lip and pull my hair as you tell me I'm the fairest.
job, Katie. Oh, I love it. So much sass, so much like angst, and all of the music from 6 is just incredible. And that song, that role, I mean, that would be a dream role. Again, I think I'm maybe too old for that role again. That keeps happening. Anyways, moving on to our next performer. So our next performer, we've been working together on and off since the very beginning of Performance on Point. He always dives into the music, brings wonderful energy. I feel like any instrument that gets put in front of him, he just kind of like picks it up and knows how to play it, which is such a cool and wonderful talent that he also has. This next song, actually he recorded in Cleveland Sound Lab, which is the same place that Sophia's video is from our first showcase. Again, if you'd like any information to connect with Cleveland Sound Lab, please reach out to me and I'll get that information to you. He recorded this song after he had done the competition for the TD Niagara Jazz Festival, Jazz for the Ages competition. And as I said earlier in our showcases, all of the competitors in the 12 and under category were all Performance on Point students, pardon me, the finalists. So again, it was a super exciting day to see them all perform. And actually, this next performer won the competition with a beautiful rendition of Wonderful World in this next song. This is Evan Delinski with Fly Me to the Moon.
What spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, baby, kiss me. Fill my heart with song and let me sing forevermore. What spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, darling, kiss me. Fill my heart with song and let me sing forevermore. Adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, I love you. In other words, I love you. In other words, I love you.
Wonderful job, Evan. Again, if anybody has any questions about Cleveland Sound Lab, I can definitely get you in contact with them. They do a beautiful job, as you saw in Sophia's video in the first showcase and Evan's just now. Our next performer actually was also part of the Jazz for the Ages competition with TD Niagara Jazz Festival, but we actually didn't work one-on-one at that time, but we saw each other at the event and it was really wonderful to catch up, and we started working just after that. She brought this song to me and I said, who sings this? She said, Billie Eilish. And I was like, oh, I love Billie Eilish. I think her and her brother create incredible music, but I don't have a lot of students diving into Billie Eilish. And her take on it just had such a different feel, this cool jazz vibe to it. And I said, oh, I absolutely, can you please put this in for the showcase, one of the pieces that you'd like to do? And again, I was like, I'm kind of hoping that she'll maybe use it as the submission for the Jazz for the Ages competition this coming year. She does a beautiful job with it. This is My Future with Armani, Gazarian.
I can't seem to focus, and you don't seem to notice I'm not here. I'm just a mirror. You check your complexion to find your reflections all alone. I had to go. Can't you hear me? I'm not coming home. Do you understand? I've changed my plan, 'cause I'm in love with my future. Can't wait to meet her. And I'm in love, but not with anybody else. Just wanna get to know myself. I know supposedly I'm lonely now. No, I'm supposed to be unhappy without someone. But aren't I someone? Like to be your answer, 'cause you're so handsome. But I know better than to drive you home, 'cause you'd invite me in, and I'd be yours again. But I'm in love with my future, and you don't know her. And I'm in love, but not with anybody here. I'll see you in a couple years.
Beautiful job, Armani. Isn't that gorgeous? Again, it's not that I don't like Billie Eilish and Finney and her brother. I think they write incredible music. I just don't push my students to sing her work. But when Armani showed me My Future, I was like, ooh, that is gorgeous. And again, she takes a real jazz vibe to it. So I'm sure you'll be seeing Armani with the TD Niagara Jazz Festival Jazz for the Ages competition once again this year. Hopefully she'll use that piece for the submission. Anyways, moving on. All right, we are headed into this awesome number. This young man and I have been working together for some time, and we always have a blast. It's been awesome to watch him grow and trust his voice, and it's just, he dives right into the characters, and magic happens when he does so. This is from a very, very popular musical, and here is Oliver Gilia with You'll Be Back.
You say the price of my love's not a price that you're willing to pay. You cry in your tea, which you hurl in the sea when you see me go by. Why so sad? Remember we made an arrangement when you went away. Now you're making me mad. Remember, despite our estrangement, I'm your man. You'll be back, soon you'll see. You remember you belong to me. You'll be back, time will tell. You remember that I served you well. Oceans rise, empires fall. We have seen each other through it all. And when push comes to shove, I will send a fully armed battalion to remind you of my love. Da 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 ya da 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 ya da 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 ya da 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 da. You say our love is straining and you can't go on. You'll be the one complaining when I am gone. And no, don't change the subject, 'cause you're my favorite subject, my sweet, submissive subject, my loyal, royal subject, forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. You'll be back like before. I will fight the fight and win the war. For your love, for your praise, and I'll love ya till my dying days. When you're gone, I'll go mad, so don't throw away this thing we had. 'Cause when push comes to shove, I will kill your friends and family to remind you of my love. Da 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 ya da 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 ya da 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 ya da 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 da. Everybody, da 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 ya da 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 ya da 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 ya da 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 ya da.
Awesome job, Oliver. Oh, I love that piece. It's so much fun. That character is just brilliant. And Oliver does a fantastic job at that. I love the crown as well, Oliver. Yes. All right, moving on to our next performer. This next performer I've been working with since the beginning of Performance on Point. He always brings fantastic energy, whether it's when we were one-on-one in person or on virtual over our iPad. He picks the most unique pieces to bring and work on. Prior, when we were working one-on-one in the home studio, of course I had a little more of a handle of the songs that we were going to be focusing to, and now that we've gone virtual, I've kind of given him a little more reins on what he would like to maybe sing, and he always brings just such incredibly unique pieces, stuff. He always surprises me, that's for sure. And when he brought me this next song, I was totally blown away. I believe he said to me jokingly, "I'm gonna blow you away with my voice, Tanya." And he turned around and he really did. So I said, this is the one we have to absolutely share. So this is Marco Angelic with The Greatest Love of All.
I believe the children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty they possess inside. Give them a sense of pride to make it easier. Let
children's laughter remind us how we used to be. Everybody searching for a hero. People need someone to look up to. I never found anyone who fulfilled my needs. A lonely place to be. And so I learned to depend on me. I decided long ago never to walk in anyone's shadows. If I fail, if I succeed, at least I live as I believe. No matter what they take from me, they can't take away my dignity, because the greatest love of all is happening to me. I found the greatest love of all inside of me. The greatest love of all is easy to achieve. Learning to love yourself is the greatest love of all. I believe the children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty they possess inside. Give them a sense of pride to make it easier. Let the children's laughter remind us how we used to be. I decided long ago never to walk in anyone's shadows. If I fail, if I succeed, at least I live as I believe. No matter what they take from me, they can't take away my dignity, because the greatest love of all is happening to me. I found the greatest love of all inside of me. The greatest love of all is easy to achieve. Learning to love yourself, it is the greatest love of all. And if by chance that special place that you've been dreaming of leads you to a lonely place, find your strength in
Awesome job, Marco. Like I said, I was like, he brings unique pieces, and I was like, when he brought me Whitney Houston, and then he prefaced it with, I'm gonna blow you away with my voice, Tanya. Well, he turned around and certainly did. Thanks for sharing that one, Marco. Great job. All right, our next performer, we're bringing Ethan back. And actually, he's doing a song from a Rocky Horror Picture Show. We've always had a wonderful production of Rocky Horror Picture Show in downtown Niagara Falls every year around Halloween with O Canada A and artistic director Lee Siegel. O Canada A unfortunately closed during the pandemic, but Lee Siegel has started a new company, New Works Productions, and check them out on social media. He's always doing amazing stuff on lives. He has an incredible cast and team involved there, and so I'm crossing my fingers that we see another great production of Rocky Horror Picture Show in the fall, whether that be oh please, live in the theater, or he figures out a way because he's using the live streams just in an incredibly magical way with productions that he's putting on. But hopefully either way we're going to see a production of Rocky Horror Picture Show. I hope, fingers crossed. I haven't talked to him, I haven't heard a rumor, but like, I really hope so, because it was just always a wonderful production. Anyways, moving on, I'm digressing. So we are bringing back Ethan Bach with Once in a While from Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Once in a while, she don't wanna call you. Speaking on the telephone. And once in your life, she don't wanna know. You look around, the one you found, she is gone. And that's all the time that it takes for a heart to turn to stone. Sweeter the wine, the harder to make the break. You hear something about someone you thought you'd known. So baby, don't cry like there's no tomorrow. After the night, there's a brand new day, and there'll be no pain and no more sorrow. So wash your face and phone my place, it'll be okay. And that's all the time that it takes for a heart to beat again. So give me a sign that a lover made. You look around, the one you found is back again. Is back again. Is back
Awesome job, Ethan. All right, our next performer, we've only been working during the time of our virtual performance on point lessons, but I was lucky enough to actually get to meet her. I, at Christmas time, was doing little drop-offs of a little Christmas treasure for everybody, and we got to actually socially distance, meet each other, which was so lovely. And it's been a pleasure to work with her. I've watched her really grow over this last year, and from somebody quite shy and quiet, and now really opening up and using her voice and telling a story. She's singing a song from one of my favorite artists, Pink, and this is Barbies with Kyla McKendree.
Another day, another sin. Another day I'm late again. Oh, just like that my money's spent. Where did it all go? Another night, another heart. Another one leaves in the dark, and I'm searching for my counterpart. Where did it all go? And I lock every single door, and I look behind me even more. Now turned into someone that I swore I would never be. I wish I could go back to playing Barbies in my room. They never say that you gotta grow up quite so soon. How fast things change. And now I'm here and all I wanna do is go back to playing Barbies in my room. I see it on my father's face, another line that comes with age. I know that time will have its way. Where did it all go? They say the things were simple then, although I don't remember when. I wanna know what happens next. Where do we all go? And I lock every single door, and I look behind me even more. Now turned into someone that I swore I would never be. Oh, I wish I could go back to playing Barbies in my room. They never say that you gotta grow up quite this soon. How fast things change. And now I'm here and all I wanna do is go back to playing Barbies in my room.
You're listening to KTV Entertainment Channel.
Pink canopies and grass stained knees, putting fireflies in a jar, getting home before it's dark. Scotch taping posters on my wall, rolling pixie sticks to smoke. Couldn't wait till I was older, but I wish I could go back to playing Barbies in my room. They never say that you gotta grow up quite this soon. How fast things change. Now I'm here and all I wanna do is go back to playing Barbies in my room. Back to playing Barbies in my. I wish that I could go back. I wish that I could go back. I wish that I could go back. Back to playing Barbies in my room.
Great job, Kyla. Our next performer is coming back with an incredibly powerful piece. As we've worked on it, I've been just so moved by the power that she's drawn from it, that the story that she's breaking down in it. It's a very, very moving piece. This is Armani Gazarian with Stand Up.
I've been walking with my face turned to the sun, weight on my shoulder, a bullet in my gun. Oh, I got eyes at the back of my head, just in case I have to run. I do what I can when I can, what I can for my people. While the clouds roll back and the stars fill the night, that's when I'm gonna stand up, take my people with me. Together we are going to a brand new home, far across the river. Do you hear freedom calling, calling me to answer? Gonna keep on keeping on. I can feel it in my bones. Early in the morning, before the sun begins to shine, we're gonna start moving towards that separation
wait in line. I'm wading through muddy waters. You know I got a made up mind. And I don't mind if I lose any blood on the way to salvation. And I'll fight with the strength that I got until I die. So I'm gonna stand up, take my people with me. Together we are going to a brand new home, far across the river. Do you hear freedom calling, calling me to answer? Gonna keep on keeping on. And I know words around the bend might be hard to face 'cause I'm alone. And I just might fail, but Lord knows I'll try. Sure as stars fill up the sky. Stand up, take my people with me. Together we are going to a brand new home, far across the river. Do you hear freedom calling, calling me to answer? Gonna keep on keeping on. I'm gonna stand up, take my people with me. Together we are going to a brand new home, far across the river. Do you hear freedom calling, calling me to answer? Gonna keep on keeping on. I'm gonna stand up, take my people with me. Together we are going to a brand new home, far across the river. I hear freedom calling, calling me to answer. Gonna keep on keeping on. I can feel it in my bones. I go to prepare a place for you. I go to prepare a place for you. I go to prepare a place for you. I go to prepare a place for you.
Great job, Armani. What a powerful piece. I absolutely love that song, and Armani, you do a beautiful job with it. All right, we're moving on to our last solo performance of the 7 p.m. show. We're at the very end of our showcases. Oh my goodness. All right, well, we're bringing back a performer you've seen earlier today. She showed me this piece just actually in our two lessons ago, and she really dove into it. We had a great chat about this character and really breaking this character down. I have a lot of people do this song. As soon as you hear the first few cards, you're gonna know which one it is. For most of you watching that are my students. And it's really, this piece is all about telling the story, because you can get carried away with singing it, and it's really, the story is so strong and so wonderful. And that's truly why, I always say that's why people love the song and wanna do it. And then we start working on it, and initially people want to sing it. And then we break it down, and it becomes a completely different, it becomes just such a powerful, powerful piece. And you're gonna see that here with this next performer. This is She Used to Be Mine with Katie Miles.
It's not simple to say who stays. I don't recognize me with these shoes and this apron, that place and its patrons have taken more than I gave them. It's not easy to know I'm not anything She's imperfect, but she tries. She is good, but she lies. She is hard on herself. She is broken and won't ask for help. She is messy, but she's kind. She is lonely most of the time. She is always mixed up and baked in a beautiful pie. She's gone, but she used to be mine. And it's not what I asked for. Sometimes life just slips in through a back door and car sounds makes you believe it's all true. Now I've got you. You're not what I asked for. If I'm honest, I know I would give it all back for a chance to start over and rewrite an ending or two for that girl that I knew who was reckless just enough, who gets hurt but who learns how to toughen up when she's bruised and gets used by a man who can't love. And then she'll get stuck and be scared of the life that's inside her, getting stronger each day till it finally reminds her to fight just a little to bring back the fire in her eyes that's been gone but used to be mine. Oh, it used to be mine. She is messy, but she's kind. She is lonely most of the time. She is all this mixed up, baked in a beautiful pie. She's gone, but she used to be mine.
Beautiful job, Katie. Oh my goodness, I cannot believe we are at the end of our student showcases, 2021 student showcases. I mean, who knows if we'll do something in the fall. If the theaters are opening up, we might try and do something there, or in the summer. Last summer we did Sunday summer sessions on Instagram, which was great success and actually turned out to be a great fundraiser as well for CMHA. So we'll see what happens. I will keep you posted on social media platforms what our next step is and sharing what the students are up to. Before we leave, of course, I urge you, please consider donating to Canadian Mental Health Association Niagara through the microsite link that we have on our social media platforms, and also again through the chat in the description of this video. All the money goes towards an incredible association helping so many in our community. Another way that you can, of course, help with our fundraising efforts is our face mask. And again, I've told you all about that at the beginning of the show. They're $15 and all proceeds will go to Canadian Mental Health Association. So again, we all need a face mask. We're wearing them all the time. Buy one for yourself and everybody in your household. So those are the two ways, like I said, please consider. We are headed into our group number. I was supposed to do 2 group numbers. And I actually did not do the second one. So group numbers when we are in the theater it's so much fun. We like take 15-20 minutes before the doors open. We run through them. We usually do about three or four, and we just have a blast doing them. I said, it's just like fun, have fun with it. And the same with this, I said, just have fun with it. Now, when I went to start building, so I built Seasons of Love, which you're going to hear in a moment, and I went to start building that, and again, it's a very lengthy process to build those group numbers. And I built one at Christmas time for a fundraiser that Performance on Point was involved in. And we had about 28, 30 students involved in that. And it turned out fabulous, worked out great. It was very time consuming, but it worked out awesome. So Seasons of Love, I started working on it. And again, we had more voices on it this time. But for every single person that sings, that you'll see the boxes, it's a new video, a new movie virtually that has to be made to layer them. So it's a bit of a process, and near around 36, when I was putting the 36 voice into it in film, it kind of started falling apart, and I couldn't understand why. But either way, I said, you know what, it's gonna work, it's gonna be great. I don't profess to be a choir, and I certainly don't profess to be a movie editor. So it's a lot of fun. Please enjoy it. It's a bit relaxed, and again, if you come to our next live performance, you're gonna hear it, and it's cut-offs and all of those will be wonderful. All right, so before I step into sharing Seasons of Love with you, the reason that we do Seasons of Love is it was my brother's favorite music theater song. He loved it, whether we were at the karaoke bar, whether we were at the living room and just like having a sing song. He was like, let's do Seasons of Love. And it's ever such an important song to me, to my family. I lost my brother, Klaus, in June of 2017. He lost his battle with mental illness, and none of us knew he was battling with mental illness. So it's a journey, and one of the things in my journey is that I know anything that I do moving forward, as I've been doing, I will raise awareness and raise funds and break the stigma. Continue to help to break the stigma in my own story, but do whatever I can to help the associations in our community that are helping those battling with mental illness. So that is why we always do our fundraisers for Canadian Mental Health Association, Niagara. And that's why we always finish with Seasons of Love, because I know he would be so proud. He would absolutely love it. He'd probably be like, can I get up and sing, like, with them? He probably would offer to play the guitar. He was an incredible musician. Again, I'm not going to digress too much, but I just know how proud he is. I am so proud, and he is, I just know he has supported so much of this journey with Performance on Point and what I do with the students, and he'd just be in awe of all of your talent. I want to thank all of the students who performed over the last 2 weekends. Thank you so much for donating your time and your talents. I am blown away every single day when I'm teaching you, and you just bring awesome energy, and you do the work, and it shows, as people have been seeing over these showcases. All right, without further ado, here is Seasons of Love.
How do you measure a year?
done it every single showcase, so of course it's happening again. I just want to urge you again, please consider donating to the Canadian Mental Health Association or purchasing a face mask. You can write me on Instagram, Facebook, Performance on Point, all one word, @gmail.com if you'd like to get a face mask, or just contact somebody that you know is involved with Performance on Point, and they'll, I'm sure, get you in touch with me. Have a wonderful, wonderful evening. Thank you again to all the performers. This has been a wonderfully successful showcase. I'm so excited that the live streams worked and we've had so many people tuning into them. Have a wonderful night, and that's all for now. We'll see you at the next one. Who knows when it'll be, but I'll keep you posted. Bye.